أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Imam Ali conference that has been always the source of enlightenment for all Muslims, especially for the lovers of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam, the beacon of wisdom and justice. Imam Ali alayhi salam, who is described by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam to be the embodiment of faith when he went to meet the challenge with Amr ibn Abd Wadd al-Amiri in the Battle of Khandaq. Ali alayhi salam, that according to many authentic narrations from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was always with the Quran, and the Quran was with Ali. Ali alayhi salam, who is described by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam to be the gate to the city of knowledge, as he himself, the Prophet, was the city of knowledge and wisdom, and he said that the gate to that city is only possible via Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam, who was ready to sacrifice his own life in order to secure the safety of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam when the disbelievers plotted to assassinate the Prophet and get rid of him. So he was able and ready to sleep in the bed of the Prophet before leaving Mecca towards Medina. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam described Imam Ali alayhi salam as the most qualified person to pass judgments. Ali alayhi salam, who always thought of what pleases Allah, he said that I never saw anything but I saw Allah before it, I observed Allah after it, and I saw Allah with it. That in every action, in every decision, in every suggestion, the Imam was the embodiment of a person who pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and does not care for anything but his pleasure. Imam Ali alayhi salam, who was the father to all orphans, widows, looking after them and always thinking of supporting them. Imam Ali alayhi salam, he was not putting any reference or preference for his relatives when his brother Aqil came to ask for some extra share in the treasury, in the Bayt al-Mal, and he refused to do so, although he knew that he was at the maximum and the height of the poverty, he and his children, because to him he should treat everybody equally and all members of the Muslim community, giving them the same share. When we look at the life Imam Ali alayhi salam, who was born inside the Kaaba, and no one else shared with him that quality, we notice that his beginning, he was born in the house of Allah. When he was martyred, again he was martyred inside the house of Allah in Kufa. And between that beginning and this end, he always was a man that talking about what is the right path and what to prove the Iman and faith in him. Let us see Imam Ali alayhi salam, who always was consulted by the companions when they were asked about any question and they were stuck not knowing how to respond. They had to go to Imam Ali alayhi salam and seek his advice. He never needed them to help him with anything because he was the source and they had to refer to him. Imam Ali alayhi salam is described by one of the great scholars of Arabic literature, al-Khalil. He said that he was needless to others. Everybody else was in need to him is the most strong proof that he was the Imam, he was the divine leader, he was the head of the authority in the whole Muslim world. Imam Ali alayhi salam, who gave his ring to a beggar inside the mosque of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he asked for assistance, and all those who were in the mosque remained busy with their supplications and communication with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Imam Ali alayhi salam pointed at his finger and the ring, and immediately when the beggar got that ring, Jibreel came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam with a new revelation that the highest authority is with Allah, then with his messenger, then with those who prayed and during the ruku', bowing down, in the state of ruku', they gave and donated to the poor and needy. So all these brothers and sisters are to tell us about the man of humanity, the man who thought of the deprived, the man who looked after everybody, not only of Muslims, even who cared for non-Muslims. When he heard that an offense and assault was made to a Christian woman by the troops of Muawiyah, he was very, very angry and said, if one dies after hearing this sad news, I don't blame them. So it is time to benefit from this season in this conference and admire the human values in Imam Ali alayhi salam as the role model and the exemplar. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.